Hi everyone, welcome to Wegeners Inc. I wanted to thank you guys for supporting me on the first video and getting it out there. We have some new members in the group on Facebook for Wegeners and quite a few new members that were recently diagnosed. So I wanted to thank you for helping spread awareness. I also wanted to go ahead and answer some of the questions you had. One question I got was whether I was P or C ANCA positive. I had to email my kidney doctor because I wasn't sure, but I am P ANCA positive. I don't really look into it that much because I don't have a lot of kidney involvement, but I did learn quite a bit from looking that up and asking them, so thank you for asking. I learned a lot. The next question was if I ever had a rash. I did have a rash when I first was getting Wegeners before I was diagnosed, but after I got diagnosed and the steroids were given to me, it went away. I'm sorry I didn't make this video sooner. I went into the hospital a day after I made the last video because my lung collapsed. So I'm glad I get to make this now. I was hoping to get them out about every week or two to answer the questions and keep up with everyone. The next question was, what was it like before I was diagnosed? Well, it was in November 2008. I started to have some nosebleeds and I was coughing up blood. And then it got worse and it felt like I was walking on glass. And I guess it's from the inflammation, and my gums turned blue and my eyes got really bloodshot and I couldn't see any light whatsoever. Any light that I seen from TV or in the house, it would hurt really bad and make my head worse. I had really bad head pain at the time. I don't even know how to explain how it felt, but it was like the worst pain I ever felt. It took about 2 months. I went to ERs, dentists, doctors. Nobody could help me and nobody knew what it was. They gave me pain medicine and sent me home. And the dentist from the blue gums said that I had gum disease and I needed to have surgery, which wasn't the case. It was just the inflammation. After I got into the hospital, what they did was do a blood test and found out my white blood cells were really high, so they did 7 transfusions of blood, and it took them about 2 weeks, and they did a kidney biopsy and found out it was Wegeners. Other than that, it's been pretty smooth. I mean, I've had a lot of issues, but things have gotten better. They put me on Cytoxin at first, and I was on 2 years of Cytoxin. I ended up getting kidney stones from it and bladder stones, and the bladder stones gave me bladder ulcers. They did 3 surgeries to go in and remove the stones, and those were the worst surgeries out of anything I've experienced this far. The only other surgery I had that was bad was when they put a glass duct in my eye duct that connects to the sinuses. I was awake for that, but not everyone's awake. It was just the anesthesiologist was afraid to put me to sleep. They numbed my face and he cut right under this eye and to do a biopsy. Then they put 2 needles in the corners of my eyes and flushed like a fluid to see which side was blocked up and where it was blocked. But other than that, I'm okay. I'm sorry if this video is a bit choppy. I'm getting a lot of coughing spells since the last surgery. My throat has been really bad and it's hurting a lot more than it usually is. But my lungs are doing better. After I've been taking the Rituxan in the beginning of the year, things are improving and Wegeners is pretty much away. It's just the maintenance to fix all the damage that's happened through the last 3 or 4 years. The next question, what could you do to help spread awareness? What I would suggest is, if you have something you're good at, no matter what it is, you go ahead and do that. And when you're sharing it with other people and getting it out there, you can get pamphlets and brochures from the Vasculitis Foundation on their website, and they have it for each vasculitis disease, and they have it on Wegeners and GPA, and you take those with you and you can pass them out to people. I keep them in my book bag all the time when I'm at the hospital or whenever I'm out somewhere. Somebody asks me what happened or what's my story and they never heard of Wegeners, I give them one of the pamphlets and I let them share it with other people and they can study and look at it. It probably has the most information compact where people can look at it and read it really quickly. Most times now nobody has time for anything, so those short brief pamphlets are good to hand out and people can look at them real quick. But I wanted to thank you all for subscribing and sharing the video. I've had a few new people that were newly diagnosed join our Facebook page, and we're getting a lot of questions from people and we're able to answer and help them. And it's not just me running the page. There's quite a few other Wegener people in the group that are helping run the page that have been diagnosed longer than me. So they're veterans in this and they know a lot more. And we ask other Wegeners if we don't know the answer. And the other Wegener people, they'll usually give us the answer or tell us who we can ask to find out. But again, thank you for sharing. And I started to make a video to answer the question if I had any pets. I have a few birds, and the main bird that I've had since before I've gotten sick when she was a baby is my umbrella cockatoo. And at the pet store when she was a baby, they always told her she was a good girl. So that's her name. She always says, "I'm a good girl." And I was trying to do a video with her, but she was like wanting to talk too much to the camera and talk too much to me, and there was no way you would be able to hear me over her. So tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to go ahead and bring her and get her on camera and let you see who I'm talking about and answer your questions. And thank you again for everything, and I'll see you next time.